Watch Ben Shapiro being ambushed and confronted by an anti-Israel, I think Code Pink activist at a congressional hearing where he was giving his testimony. Have a watch, because it's a masterclass on how to respond to the Israel haters.
How does it feel to be so poison in the American public and what you've been perpetuating? Racism, white supremacy, and the genocide that is being carried out on the Palestinian people.
Okay, how does it feel to stand for Hamas? Does that feel good to you? Do you feel good standing in solidarity with a terrorist group that has murdered 1,200
I feel very good
Jews
standing in
and keeps
solidarity
people
with Palestinian people who have been murdered by Israel, by U.S. paid tax dollars and bonds, and you have continued to spew hate.
Hamas should not start a war on behalf of its citizens and then shoot its
society.
own citizens, and you stand for it. Makes you a disgrace
The people
to
in
human dignity and
Palestine
human
have been
rights.
occupied for 70.
This is brilliant, and it really is the right response now. I think we have to go a little bit off the, apologetics. We have to understand that Israel doesn't target civilians and this, that, the other. No. Okay. The accusations leveled at Israel are so disingenuous. They're so heinous and so obscene when what Israel is doing has always been so just that we have to just state the cold, hard truth, which is, as the Vasily Grossman said, they are what they accuse you of. Us genocide, you are a supporter of genocide. If you go on those hate marches, as they are referred to as, and you're campaigning against Israel as she is fighting a just war for survival, like going against modern day Nazis, then you are supportive of genocide. The Palestinian cause, from its inception, has never been about genuine nation statehood. It's been about genocide, actually. They are the supporters of genocide. They don't want to see the Jewish people living in their ancient, historic, God-given homeland. The Jews didn't push anyone out. The displacement occurred when the surrounding Arabs said, no, we won't accept any kind of Jewish state here. And then the displacement happened when most of them left because they were told by the Arabs, we're going to get rid of the Jews first. Israel is a shining light. The IDF are a shining light. They are a beacon of hope. They are acting like angels, quite frankly, when they are facing the most hostile, deadly death cult on their doorstep and doing their best to go after the murderers, when quite frankly, the Palestinian cause and so much of the society is geared and centered around not about we want our state. It's not about that. It's about kill the Jews. It's about we cannot see the people that we considered second-class citizens for thousands of years, the people that we thought would just wander the earth, the people we thought were rejected by God. We can't see them restored to dignity, restored to their own national homeland, because that threatens our whole superiority complex. It threatens our belief that Islam is the new chosen people of God. Well, you got to grow up. At the very least, and even if you can't have a theological shift, you're not going to allow us to live in our own home. We've been happy to live alongside the Arabs. We're even happy to indulge in their Palestinian state idea, but it's never worked because it was never really sincere. Their issue is with the Jews being God's chosen people. That's what it comes down to. That's what this whole thing comes down to. It's a religious conflict at its core. The Jewish people were chosen by God. We didn't do the choosing. He chose the Jewish people to be his voice to the world. And it's Christianity for many centuries, and now the Muslim world is unable to grow up and mature and accept that reality and actually ask, well, how can we play a role in God's mission, in God's plan? Because they do have a role. The Jewish people too, to be fair, could also be more explicit about our role and our reasons for being in the land and our right to the land. It's very simple. This is our land. It's our home. And we do not want to see any fighting at all. And we believe all human beings are created in God's image, and we want everyone to live in peace and safety. But we are entitled to live in our home, which was an eternal inheritance given to us by the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Palestinian national cause is a phony. And it's not me who says that, even though I will say that. It's also, more importantly, the Palestinian leaders themselves, past and present. Genocide. It's heinous. They kill us, they come after us completely indiscriminately. And then when we do discriminate to conduct the most surgical, the most precise urban war fought ever in terms of going after the militants, the enemy, and they call it genocide. No more, trying to apologize or indulge in their nonsense. You do what Ben Shapiro does and you say you should be ashamed for going after Israel when she's fighting a just war. To be clear, genocide is when you have two people living in peace side by side. No one's doing anything unjust or egregious. And then in one moment, someone stands up and says, let's kill, let's wipe out the other side. That's genocide. That's what Hitler did. When you respond to that and fight back and target the people doing that, that is not genocide. Even if you have to keep fighting and there's a very high death toll, that's not genocide. That is war. That's a just war. And if you can't wrap your head around that, I can't help you. If you can't wrap your head around the fact that Israel belongs to the people of Israel, the Jewish people, I can't help you. This is as simple, as fundamental, as basic as 2 + 2 = 4. I don't know. Can these people be helped? Can these people's eyes be opened? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what you think. Hi, thank you so much for watching. To watch another one, click here. To stay up to date with all our content, click here to subscribe. And if you're able to, you can help support JTV to grow and grow by clicking join below this video, where you can become a member and get perks including early access to videos and private live discussions with me. But most of all, you'll be partnering with us on our mission to change the world.